All right, 1 minute, we'll get started. All right. That's a good tune. All right, y'all. Let's get it. I'm not waiting. You can watch it later or whatever. Dude, April 12th Mastermind's coming. It's gonna be freaking sweet. I got a lot of stuff that I'm gonna go over with you guys, and everyone should leave the mastermind knowing how to catch a trade and entry, exit, everything. It's gonna be sweet. And read the watch list, understand liquidity a little bit. So for today, let me go ahead and share this. So look at that. So this is our 10% level right here, right? I just put a couple levels below that, but this is our 10% drawdown. Everything from history, right? It's usually 10% drawdown, and then all-time highs, and then a farther drop, right? So I'm pretty sure even, let's see. Yep, there's our 10% bounce. So that was bigger one. Let's see. 10%. Look at that. So that's a 10% drop. And then boom, run up. So I don't know. I'm curious to see. Like I did a lot of I should have kept all my levels there when I was back testing, but a lot of it's 10% drop and then run up to all-time highs. So I'm very curious to see what we do. And you can see obviously we broke into one of our ranges here. So originally I was going to be looking for rejects along this 638. Along the 638 right there, but now we're above it. So pre-market range, right? We still have a good range here. I'm not going to take longs until above 642. You can see above 642, we could take that to 648. Would probably trim around 644, right? That's a safe trim. And then if we break through that, we'll take it all the way to these untested London highs. Excuse me. But you can also see right here that we are very overbought with bearish divergence. So we may just come, we may reject there. If we stay overbought and don't look good to the upside, then obviously we may not take it to the upside, right? It's like we're going to go over it in the mastermind as well, but there's certain reasons and things to look at to not go long, even if it is breaking a key level, just because the setup wouldn't be appropriate, I guess you could say. But super excited to see what we do today. We have a short week. We got Good Friday, and then also we have a pretty big news week. We go market movers. No reports today, so today will be nice to just kind of see what direction the market wants to go this week. As far as, are we going to continue down? Oh, I got to start my foot massager. You know what I'm saying? Get that little foot massage in there. So, yeah. So we'll see what today decides to do. Obviously, Mondays are more like research days, excuse me. So we'll just see how the market moves, gives us an idea, especially opening in the middle of a range. And then Tuesday we have job openings and labor. So Jolt, I believe that is pre-market though. So as far as news goes, and we have CCI, we have PPI. No, but then we have the ADP. Not too big. Weekly unemployment on Thursday. And then markets close Friday. So this really isn't that good of a week. I mean, that's a lot of news. Let's see when they come out, right? Let's see. So this is when I go to my Bloomberg to look at what times, right? So you can see that Monday today we have Fed Chair Powell speaking at 10:30. So volatility, especially with opening up inside of a range, you probably don't want to necessarily trade. Today would be one of those days to take the day off and just see what happens, right? Or if you don't go heavy. 10:30. This is their time, so it would be 9:30 Central Time. All right, if that helps. So my people in Chicago, that's all I really know that's on here, and I'm in Texas, so 9:30 our time, hour in the market open, and then Tuesday 8. So this is all pre-market. This is 15 minutes. Okay, this is at 10. Jolt's at 10. And then we have more Fed speakers. And then FOMC, that's afterwards. Okay, and then Wednesday. Yeah, the mortgage rates, but that'd be pre-market. Manufacturing PMI 845. All right, so Wednesday's not bad. And jobless claims at 8:30. That's cool. Fed Logan's, man, these Feds need to F off. And then that's Good Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday will probably be our best trades. Will probably be our best trades. I think today and tomorrow is definitely should be to watch, right? But it is important to watch because if we do get the break above, like 648, that's going to be a great trade, right? Especially if the RSI levels out by then and we break above that. I'm 100%. That's a pretty big trade. In between here, you can kind of see that is a trade, 638 to 642. But I would say that's more of a sell zone. This is the Friday's high, and then on top of that, this was a gap and then pre-market high, right? So that's what I'm saying. To take this to go all the way up isn't necessarily you're gonna be longing into a supply, but that's still a $4 move into that supply. So even if you put another level at 646, that's still a fire trade, right? If you just go above 642 to 646. And that's something that, I'll try to, we'll see what happens today. Right. We'll see what happens. This has to change. But the bright side is that if SPY starts pushing up, then we know that these, the smaller the companies inside the S&P will be pushing up, right? So AMD's in a range, a little gap up, also with bearish divergence. Tesla also with bearish divergence. I think a 367 reject on Tesla. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, see, today's going to be a lot of waiting, man. A lot of waiting. Last week, all the nice moves happened. We were sitting here till 10:30, except for Tesla. We caught that pretty fast in the open. Meta's right in our reject zone. So Meta 535 to 537 reject. Down is what I was looking for. Netflix broke out of that bull flag and is holding it. So, can swing some calls from 93 to 100. I might do that actually. I might swing that. Let me get a notification when we break this. Get on your knee. We might swing. We might swing that. Let's go, boy. Let's go. All right. So really, SPY, NVIDIA, we could look for that reject right here at 170. Really, it's kind of. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So yeah, so within that range will be a reject for NVIDIA. So 170.5 would be a good reject. I like that. AMD, geez, stud. Yeah. We'll be curious to see. We'll start with SPY. Not really taking nothing until below 634 to 633. It's not worth it. All right. You know what? Let's do this. All right. Good morning. A lot of news this week and also a short week. So we will see. Plays we get. I will not be full position this week. All right, I could just say today, full position size today. If I take a trade. All right. Let me go. SPY. SPY 642. I don't know, man, because the 1 hour is so, even the 4 hours so oversold. We'll go 646. Well, 642 to potentially 646. Or wait for that. 646. Potentially. So I can't say back to last area of liquidity because I don't know. Maybe pre-market lows, but that's going to be hard. That's kind of hard to gauge. I guess you go below 638 to 634. You know what? 642 to 644. These are like guarantees at least. Well, I don't want to say guarantees, but these are. It's a 2 hour trade. That's fire. And then we could go below 638 to 635. However, I'm not taking. We'll see. I probably want to take it at this breakout, depending on the RSI and the volume. And I'm probably not going to take it below here because we could still bounce at 630. The 636 to take profit, but 635, also 632. I would have to wait till we break below that 632. So we'll see. Most importantly, we'll go NVIDIA. I don't even like NVIDIA. I don't like AMD. Above 206 to 209. Above 206 to 209. Below 203 to 198. We'll go 198.5. Tesla, Meta. I think Meta's dealing with so much shit right now too. Meta 535 to 537 reject. 37 reject. 520 or we'll go 526 to be safe. 527. Still a $10 move if we reject here. Or above 537 to 544. To 544. So SPY and AMD are usually pretty cheap for the small account, for my small account peoples. Usually get those for a little bit, but be patient today. All right. Be patient. I don't like trading in between zones. I personally am not going to take anything today. Just watch. So if we break ranges clean and indicators, look good. We break ranges clean and the stars align. We'll go. I like trading in between zones and personal. I'm not going to take anything today. All right. Cool. So we're going to go to R4. We got AMD and Meta. All right. SPY. All right, y'all. That's it. Reach out if you have any questions. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's go. Let's get it done. Also, I'm going to be adding to all my long-term plays. So pay attention to that in the chat. And we'll see. Wait, I'm waiting if we get another drop or not. We've been adding already. So, all right, y'all. We out. Be patient.